Final Fantasy VI. We're on part 4 of this banger, 9 hours, 19 minutes in. 2 deaths, finally. Actually died for once. Ran into fights that were hard enough to actually die to. One of them was just a random-ass regular enemy in Zozo. It was a magic caster that just cast Bolt 2 twice in a row on my party, and that was it. I couldn't do anything about it. And then the other one was the minecart boss when we were escaping the Magitech research facility. That one just kind of snowballed as well, but in a different way. And then I beat it again second try, so not too bad. As far as where we are in the story, we learned about Terra's backstory. We learned that she is half Esper, half person. And the Empire is draining magic from Espers in order to wage war or something. And we got an airship from this gambler guy, Setzer, who's in the second position in the party here. And I think the current to-do is to go back to Narsh and investigate more Esper stuff, I think, is what we're meant to do. Now that we have the airship, it's kind of opened up the rest of the game. Okay. The rest of the game world. So I might want to look around first before... Alright, what even is this? 7 flush. Okay. Cool. I might want to look around before going straight to Narsh, just in case there's some stuff. Like, I know there was an auction house that I couldn't go to before. Okay, well, first things first, I need to get Setzer out of my party. And where you do that, I'm not sure. Here, maybe? I think I have to find some other party member and talk to them. Wherever that is. Because this guy lets you unequip people. Oh, okay. We can't be smug because we think more strategy. Alright. So... interesting. Based off of the levels of everybody in the party, like, I barely used Gao, and Gao's level 16. I get the feeling that inactive party members are receiving some XP, I think. So I shouldn't feel too bad about leaving Gao on the ship. Gao can't be trusted. Okay, so we definitely want Sabin. We definitely want Cyan. Those are my 2 big damage dealers. I'm not sure what the point is of keeping Terra in the party, unless she's got some cool, like, Super Saiyan thing she could do now. And Edgar's got AoE, so we'll take him. Okay, skills, Terra. So all she's got is just magic, then. Huh. Okay. So somebody needs running shoes. Oh, sprint shoes and running shoes are different things. I didn't notice that. Okay, sure. Well, Locke can steal, and that's cool and all, but, yeah, I don't know. She doesn't have a lot of magic, so we'll do that. We'll have Edgar haste, since he has the easy AoE attack. And sure. Okay. Okay. All right. This looks like a party. I don't know what you mean. He's clearly looking that way, right? Like, unless you're talking about like his eye, if his eye is doing something weird, or do you mean his Unless you mean this. The single dark pixel? That's just the corner of his eye. I don't see it. All right. We're already lifted off. Okay, so the auction house I think the auction house is here. Forward or really hard to the... He's looking up into... he's looking that way. Just up, right and up. This... Please. Like maybe... Alright, hold on. There might be a way to... FF6... Pixel... Remaster... Portraits... Okay. So this one So this is somebody else's okay, compare that. All right, it's like down here. No, I don't believe it. This is all lies. This doesn't prove anything. Okay, I think this is where the auction house was. There we go. Rich yokels. On RFs look like I don't know what you mean. Welcome to LCC though. Is there anything you want? Bid, sure. Okay, here's our next item. How much money do I have? The Magicite zone. Oh, Magicite, cool. 500. Me. Ho ho ho. Alright, we're bidding against Santa. I don't know if I have any agency in this. I'm just hitting the A button. How about it? 7,000? Okay, that's not that much for a new Esper. 7,000. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, shit. How about it? 10,000. Sure? That's like half my money. Sold. All right. Zone Seek. Huh? Okay. Zone Seek. Shell on party. Rasp. Osbo shell. I guess that's good for more magic. Sure. Oh, I gotta equip an Esper on everybody. Mark, Reeds. What do I want her to be learning? I think Fire 2. I think those. Okay. Edgar. Sure, a bubble. Sure. Okay. Alright, anything new? Hey, Chartry. Anything you want? Sure. Okay, so that was 10k. We still have 17 left, I think. It's a treasure chest. Cherub down. That's probably like a full party revive, maybe. I don't think I want it. I'll pass. Ho, ho, ho. It's all yours, Santa. No, I'll pass. Alright, we'll do one more and see what comes up. Anything actually good? Okay. Nope. Probably don't want it. A cure ring. No. Nope. I guess, holy shit. I'm definitely not paying that much. Okay. So that's all that. I guess I could look around the world map now that I have the airship to see if there's any, like, towns that I haven't been to yet. Before we head over to Narsh. So I think we've explored this whole continent. This is where we got Gao. And I'm pretty sure I've been to this town. Yes, we've definitely been here. Used to be this continent's most beautiful town. Miranda was where I was supposed to deliver a letter, I think. Oh man, they're having dogfights. Zen and Albrook, too, fell to the Empire. I've been to both of those places. Cheer the gossip. Teehee. Let me pet the doggies. You. Oh man, they're having a Pokemon battle here. My love is in Secret Warrior. We have the letter. I thought unless that's a different love, which is entirely possible. You asking me? Okay. There's a bird up there. Since I haven't been here yet. Okay, they just have crap here. Okay. Sure. Okay, and then pretty sure I've been everywhere else. Because this is where we started the Gao section, I think. And then when that was, this is where we got, that's Doma, I think. And then this is the base. Oh no, this was the base. And there's something valuable on the other side of it, I think. But I'm not sure what the mechanics of that particular area are, unless, like, is this something? It won't let me land here. Okay. So nothing there, likely. Sure, let's see what's here. The masa. Right. So we haven't been here before. I don't remember hearing this music before. I've never seen you before. For some reason, Innkeeper doesn't like strangers. We found the Resident Evil 4 village. Huh. Okay, they're just straight up not gonna sell to me. Okay. I'm gonna assume that's the case for everywhere. Yeah. Not even an elixir in the clock? What is this shit? Alright, this town sucks. No. No free items. Lame. This town sucks. Okay. I guess I'm heading to Narsh then. Unless the game expects me to be, like, power leveling right now. Which, if that's the case, I'll make a second save here. In case we run into bad news later. Alright, back to Narsh then. Which was over here. Here? No. Here? No, it wasn't this. So you go through there, over to here. This is where the Edgar's castle was. Narsh was northwest of there. And then on the other side of this. So maybe this. No. Hey, boys. You're digging Death Stranding? I've noticed from your VODs that your experience of playing that game is actually really different from mine. Because I'm actually playing it offline, so I don't get any of the extra items or, like, built stuff in the game. The only stuff that I see is, like, stuff that I make. So, it's... The way I'm playing it is, I guess, a little bit harder. So that's definitely not in it. Hey, phone. I could have sworn it was like right over here. Because this is the returners' hideout, I think. Yeah, it's not that. There's also a map in the manual, but I don't want to look at that just yet. Okay, might be this. Dozo. Yeah, it's certainly a very comfy game. Am I just completely misremembering where Narsh is? I could have sworn it was on the north end of all this. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't look like a town. It's just a... Okay, that makes sense. All right, and then what we were supposed to be doing in Arsh was... okay. You having cat problems while playing it? Nice. Oh, here, people of Narsh have finally decided to battle the Empire. Okay. How did it go to Vector? I see your plan would combine Narsh's money with Figaro's machinery to storm the Empire. Not enough manpower, though. We have to open the sealed gate. Alright. So that's the sealed gate to Esperland. We'll never beat the Empire without him. When the gate has been opened, the Espers can attack from the east. We'll storm in at the same time from the north. Okay. No way around it. We must get the Espers to understand. We have to establish a bond of trust between humans and Espers. Only one person can do this. Balaki. Terra. Half human, half Esper. My existence is proof that such a bond can exist. I'll do it. I'm the only one who can. Take the Espers on the scan, bring the sword to a screeching halt. Terra, I know you can do this. Are they gonna say, okay, the seal gate stands at the eastern edge of the Empire. Base there. Oh, that's where the secret bait. Okay, that's the purpose of that. Battle lies before us. Make ourselves ready. Okay. Any elixir there? Nope. Okay. Yeah, it's playing Death Stranding on the Steam Deck. It's one of the few things that I've tried that actually gets it to spin up the fans on the Steam Deck. And even then, like, it's weird. I think everybody complaining about how loud the Steam Deck fans are hasn't used a gaming laptop before. Because the fans on a Steam Deck are some of the quietest fans I've heard in a like portable PC style device. Like maybe there was some older revision of it, or the launch version had super loud fan curves or something. Because the one that I have, you have to put your ear right next to it while playing a demanding game to hear it. And a gaming laptop, you could hear it from another room. Okay. Yeah, I've been liking my Steam Deck. Oh, speaking of, if you don't have a Steam Deck and you would like to get one, tomorrow, for US, Canada, and I think Europe people, Valve is giving out a Steam Deck for every single minute during I think it's the Game Awards or some award show tomorrow. I retweeted it on Twitter, but it's essentially go to the Steam store, and then there's a promotion for the Steam Deck. Sign up for that, and then just tune the stream on that site to that, and then you could have a chance to win a Steam Deck if you want one. And can't say no to a free Steam Deck, right? Assassin. Is that another shadow thing? Yep. Oh, it's a Dirk. Randomly dispatches an enemy. Okay. Random one shot? Huh. Oh, she's got morph. Okay. Oh, great. But yeah, as long as you like temper your expectations for Steam Deck and what it's capable of, because it's kind of like a mid-range gaming laptop, and with a very low resolution screen, and you're not expecting like 4K 120 FPS for everything, and be reasonable with what it can play and what the settings are, then it's perfectly fine for what it is. It is pretty big though. And dare I say, like, unwieldy in how big it is, but it does feel solid. Oh, they don't sell or ship it there? Interesting. Yeah, I think it is bigger than a Game Gear. Like, it's like as from there about halfway up my forearm. Oh shit, you can't do anything if you're amped. But yeah, for any game that's older than like 2016 or so, it'll run pretty much perfectly, as long as it's compatible, which most things are. Even stuff on like Epic Game Store or Origin or Blizzard's launcher, Battle.net. There's workarounds for nearly everything. What? Great. I have a feeling these things absorb fire, but I want to make sure here. like Death Stranding, for instance. Oh, great. So just don't attack at all, save it. Actually, I guess I can R belt. Death Stranding at 1280 by 800. With most settings on like medium, let's say. Runs at 60 on it. I can't open the menu here. Huh. Okay. Weird. I should change Sabin's equipment. Okay, guess we're using... Actually, no. I'll just use Orbolt. Shit. Okay. All that for an X potion? Okay. Alright. I don't really want what's in that left chest. Zombone. Zombone.com. I really wish I knew what that morph command did. Like maybe that only becomes available later. Zombo.com. Like maybe Terra's morph only works when she's at low HP. I don't know. Ing. Man, these are some guts enemy designs here. Hopefully they don't absorb fire. I should have known. They also have a shitload of HP, it looks like. Really? They absorb that too? Okay. Edgar is a lot less useful than I hoped. this. Okay, sure. Zombo and calm. Morph. Now I can morph? What is this? What? 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 Terra. All right, Terra, can you... She still can't morph. I still don't know what that does. Like maybe it's random? Like the limit breaks in FF8? But then it also just didn't do anything. Yeah. Weird. Maybe the manual says. Terra, morph. Okay. When Terra learns more about herself and her origins, she will gain the ability to morph into a blazing spirit-like creature. She'll have twice as much strength in her morph state as she was in her normal form. When she learns to morph, Terra will have twice her previous strength. But she doesn't get her turn fast enough for me to actually do anything while in that form. It also doesn't say how you... Alright. Right, okay. Yep, a normal creature. Well, what else would you call half Esper, half human, right? That's probably the most apt description. Heard a distant sound. Okay, that's probably for that chest over here. Because I didn't... Like, her health was a little low. But beyond that, I didn't see any... So yeah, I don't think this works like FF8's limit breaks. Otacon. Nice. The TTS pronounces it attackin'. I still got to do Metal Gear Solid 5 and, well, both parts of, Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't think I want to play Peace Walker. Genji. Oh. I think this is actually good. Possible to equip a weapon in each hand. Yes, that is pretty good. Okay. Status 148, 212. I could just have Cyan use 2 weapons. Because he's currently double-handing a weapon right now with one of the other relics. With the Gauntlet. I'm not sure if this will actually change things much, though. 212 to 106. Okay, so it did actually go up. Alright. That's fine, then. I guess I could have Edgar to make his... Choose... Okay, change this to Gauntlet. So 118. 230. Damn, okay, so he's got the strongest battle attack now in the party. Okay. Alright. I think Edgar is finally useful again. Alright, let's see this newfound power. Alright, get him, Edgar. Okay, so Edgar's tool attack does not scale off of battle power damage, it seems. What is this? This is an instant kill? Oh. Okay. So why do I... I'm questioning why I even have Edgar in the party now. If that's all he's bringing to the table, is kind of a crap AoE attack. And marginally better. There's a lot of switches in this room. Well, whatever the optimal strat is, I guess. Which is to use Setzer and manipulate Joker Doom, is I think what it's called. The instant kill. Okay, Tara got a spell from this. Oh, she just got life somehow. Yeah, I think Joker Doom is what she used to like one-shot bosses in the speedrun, I think. And then there's the other glitch with Sketch, I think, to also break the game. That's kind of all I really know of those glitches exist. And they do things in the speedrun. And that is the extent of all I really remember. Oh shit, got a peepo. Nice. Okay. Do I bother hitting the other switches? No. Pause buffer? Yeah. I'm trying to remember from any of the runs that I did if there's any tech that required pause buffers in anything I ever did. And I don't think so. I know I accidentally found a pause buffer strat in Final Fantasy 12 that made one of the categories actually viable. That's one of my contributions, my only contributions to Final Fantasy 12 speedrunning, is accidentally finding something through screwing up another strat. Because I figured out that you could do step count manipulation stuff with if you pause when you go into new areas, because that allows NPCs to load in without the in-game step counter going up, and that made the manipulation for a really cool item actually work in a very specific version of the game, which wasn't even the version I was running. Okay, we got Morph again. I'm still not sure what the circumstances are here for actually getting Morph. Fight. So we get like one attack out of Terra before what a useless ability. I tell her to attack and then she just immediately reverts back. What? That was just a normal strat. What I'm talking about is in the IZJS version, which is like the tweaked second release of the game for the Japanese market. In that, there is an invisible chest that spawns in one area of the game. It's a 1 in 255% or 1 in 255 chance to get the chest. And it can be manipulated to 1, get the chest appear, and then 2, get the item from it that you want to appear. So it's a 1 in 255% chance to get the chest to appear, and then it's another 1 in 255 to get the item from it. And that can be manipulated. Sure, let's flip the switch. Alright. That did something somewhere. And inside that chest is a weapon that anybody can equip. That does like 1 billion damage to everything. And it's like it's essentially a developer weapon that was left in the game that was probably meant for testing boss fights or something, or getting through the game quickly, that they could just Game Shark to testers to make testing the game faster, maybe, I don't know. That for whatever reason they left it in there as just a super low spawn chance item in the normal game. To mix it. Mario Maker. I bought that game, Mario Maker 2, and I played it I played the single player, quote unquote single player for it, and then that's it. No, I didn't discover that the bow or anything. My only contribution, so the reason why they couldn't do that route before was the load times on the disc version, the PS2 disc version, take long enough for a part to get to where that is, that the RNG would be thrown off and you couldn't do the trick to manipulate RNG in order to consistently get the thing to spawn. So what I found is that if you loaded the game and then hit the start button immediately, and then you waited for, I think it's like 5 seconds or so, the NPCs would actually spawn, and you'd be able to do the correct sequence of manipulation in order for everything to work. Because what happens is you save outside of an airport, and you have to take a airship. Is this a special thing? No. You have to take an airship from one location to another. And in order to take that airship, you need to speak to an NPC at the counter of the airport to book the flight. And the problem is that NPC would load inconsistently. So like sometimes it would load in 2 seconds, sometimes it would be 3 seconds. And that's enough to throw off the random numbers in the background so that the dice rolls happening all the time wouldn't line up consistently for that thing to appear. So I figured out that if you hit pause, the RNG doesn't change, but the NPCs continue to load. And then once you hit the start button and get them to reappear, the NPC will be able to be interacted with immediately. We got a Magicite. Okay. Summons random espers. Alright, sure. Do either of you have cure yet? Why do you not have cure yet? Okay. So he's just learning Drain. I don't really care about that. So let's get you learning something else. Like Cure. How about that? Finish learning Cure. Bolt to... Sure. Show Carbuncle. No. Okay. And then that's also different from the manipulation that is done in like the recent remake that came out, the Zodiac Age. That one has a completely different manipulation that's done for it, and they slightly changed the random number global values for that. But it's very similar. Because essentially how that works is you start your run from the beginning of the game. You make a save not long after the game starts, kind of in the beginning of the game area. And then you continue your run as normal up until you get to the point where you want to get the cool overpowered item. And then you make a save at that point later in the game. You intentionally reset the system. Reset the game completely so that the RNG values are completely reset to their starting values. That's the important part. You load the save that you made at the beginning of the game, and then you start doing actions that will change the RNG value. And the important part is the RNG will stay what it is between saves. Oh, okay. Will this let me open the menu before whatever happens here? So you do things like punching yourself, casting spells. You're looking for some particular numbers to appear. This is a sealed gate. You're looking for numbers to appear, and that's how you know where you are in the RNG sequence. What an eerie place. From here on, it's all up to Terra. We're counting on you, Terra. All right. Yeah, there's all sorts of real crazy stuff that you can do in FF12. Oh no, it's Kefka. The gates, quickly. Oh, great. Kefka, he followed us. Wee-hee-hee. The Emperor was right. Let Terra fall into your hands and you'd open the gate for us. How does it feel to know you've been working for us? Now I fear you've outlived your usefulness. You better think again, Kefka. Oh dear. You want to fight me? This is just dreadful. Keep Kefka busy until Terra slips through the gate. Great. Look! The door's opening! Well, that was a very anticlimactic fight there. Espers, please heed my call. Oh. It opened! Terra! I feel so anxious. Something's coming! What is going on? What? Oh, God. Oh, no. Frightful energy! Whoa! I have those espers. I saw Shiva and the weird horse thing. I already have those. Hey, the gate! Well, there goes our Esper backup, as these rocks just conveniently fall exactly where they need to. What about those Espers? Let's return to the airship. FF6 already got a remake. It's the Pixel Remaster. Where they improved the game so much. By giving you the cool Comic Sans font. I agree. They should release the okay, is she actually gonna do something this time? Nope. She's doing the angry pose, but she's, yep. Nice job, Terra. Fucking useless. They should release a game based off of that the very early like tech demo for FF7 that they used FF6 sprites and stuff for. Now that would be a game that'll look like it was the one that they made on an SGI workstation, I think. Okay, Cyan finally got cured. Nice job, Cyan. Way to go, buddy. You're useful now. I guess I'm going this way. Okay, sure. I should probably save. Is there some critical thing that I'm missing about Morph? It appears so. Yeah, Crisis Core Reunion is out next Thursday, I want to say. And all the reviews for it have been really positive. So, am I missing something here? Oh, that was the exit. What happened? Espers flew off together. Empire citizens ran off as if they were terrified. Which way did the Espers go? Toward the capital. Vector. Okay. We're almost Vector. The thing that I liked the most about Crisis Core, what's that? Was the soundtrack. I really love the soundtrack for that. Why do I only have 3 party members for this? What's wrong, Terra? Am I forced to use lock here? Because he doesn't have anything equipped. What do you mean you can feel it? It was glowing. What's that? It can't be. An Esper. It's coming! Watch out, Terra! What was that? Such a gal. Oh god, are the two party members I'm not using gonna be... Am I gonna be forced to use them in this battle? Because that's a big problem. Gulp, Espers. Where are they going? We're mad. They seemed angry. No, stop. Please, don't go. Forget that. What's this vibration? Looking the Espers? Oh. I lost control. Uh-oh. Rip airship. We had this thing for all of like 20 minutes. Yep, that airship looks pretty busted. Great. Okay, so we still got our regular party. Well, it's playing the airship music. So I'm sure it's fine. Erg. I don't own them. Magic? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because the manual... Oh, come on, Watch, you can do it. Yeah, the manual's like... When she learns more, Terra will add twice her strength. Moderate magic powers. This also makes it seem like her magic gets twice as powerful. I thought it was her physical strength that would be twice as powerful. Huh. Okay. Alright, well thank you for explaining that, because yeah, the manual... manual sucks for that. Okay, so gotta buy some stuff here. Boss, yeah. Okay. So I'm considering now my party structure. So I want to keep Sabin, I want to keep Terra and Cyan. Edgar. So Edgar's got the two-hander thing, but it doesn't affect his tool use. So my other choices are Locke, which I'm mostly gonna have him steal. I think I'm gonna get Locke back. I think Edgar, time to put Edgar on the bench. Alright. Onto the bench you go, Edgar. Locke, you're up. Oh, he's got the thief glove, too. That's right, I forgot. He pretty much needs that equipped. So somebody else... Earrings, Skingy, healing. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Okay. I think this will be my party then. So let's also... Who's got Kieran on? Haste. I probably want haste at some point. Fire by 10. Okay, let's get fire on him real quick, and then I think I'll put Carbuncle on him to get haste. Unless there's somebody else. Okay. Alright, so once she's done getting those spells, then I'll switch her over to Carbuncle. Okay. Alright. So we're going to Vector. Alright. Random Chocobo stable, I'll take it. I don't think there's any indication that there's anything there. Oh, this might be a Chocobo shaped yeah, I suppose. Like maybe this whole forest here is a spawn point for whatever that is. Oh, it's just that tile? Nice. Okay, I think this is Vector. Okay. Actually, let's make a backup here too, just in case this goes sideways. Oh, what on earth? So the returners have attacked Vector. Everything's on fire. Is the weapon store on fire? Nope. Everything's fine in here. Okay. So the story kind of implied that Celis was dead, but she's still in that character select thing, so I'm guessing she's probably not dead. What's going on? What are you talking about? Talking with Espers. What is going... Arvis. It was like this when we got here. Sure, buddy. Sure. That's what they all say. Emperor's expecting you this way. Emperor Gestalt waits inside. We're gonna have an audience with the dog. There's the gate. Terrifying the Emperor. Lost our will to fight. Kefka's been in prison for unspeakable war crimes. He's on his last legs. I don't believe any of this. Alright, there's the doggy. Who's a good boy? I've lost my will to fight. The Emperor's had a change of heart, says Hot Dog Man. Sid. The Espers came to save their friends. When they learned the others had perished, they went berserk and trashed the town. Never will I forget their shrieks of rage. We're hanging up our weapons and armor for good. The power of those Espers, I had no idea. They'll shred the world. We must get them to understand that we are no longer at war. No humans going to make them sit down and listen. I haven't played any of the Streets of Rage games. Those are on the to-do list. But for now, my friends, let us feast and rejoice. There's some people here who prefer to keep fighting. Please, before we dine, talk to as many soldiers as you can, make them understand. Alright. Please talk to as many soldiers as you can. You have 4 minutes until dinner. I already talked to... Nope. Can I just run? Okay, so you could just run. And then he says, not bad. Alright. I'm Captain Bosch. I oppose peace, but I'm gonna run away, because that still works, apparently. Some people fight harder. Right. Okay. Isn't Streets of Rage getting a movie, by the way? Or was it Comic Zone? Along with Toe Jam and Earl. Like, as much as I love Toe Jam and Earl, yeah, well, they announced the Comic Zone movie at the same time they announced the Space Channel 5 movie. Well, if it makes you feel any better, the company that is doing the Toe Jam and Earl movie. Oh, here's Kefka. Grr, how dare they put me in a place like this? I don't believe this. Yeah, that's the best place. What a bore. It's Steph Curry's company, the NBA player Steph Curry. His production company is doing the Toe Jam and Earl movie. And he's responsible for the cringiest thing that I've ever seen at a NBA All-Star game. And it was, they did a segment from his reality show, or some like reality game show thing. Oh, I can't run from this. So just based off of that, I know the movie's going to be incredible. Because it was like, we're gonna take two sets of couples, bring them to the center of the court in the All-Star game. We're going to put blindfolds on them and then make them drink out of like two different cups or something as their answers for questions that you ask them. And it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This way, please. And it was like a 10-minute segment of just the cringiest game show shit. You can't count me in as a returner. All right, Hot Dog Man is in the resistance. Imagine all of us here together sharing a meal. First, we must have a toast. To our hometowns. Well then, to our hometowns. As you know, Kefka's in jail for war crimes. What shall we do with them? Nah, just get rid of him. Well, let's have him stew in his cell for a while, then we'll decide what to do. That's a bad idea. I truly apologize about the poisoning of Doma. No one dreamed Kefka would use poison. That was inexcusable. I'm so terribly sorry. Kefka's being severely punished and we're cleaning up the poison. Sure. By the way, with regard to General Celis, she's one of us. Kefka was lying. General Celis realized the war was stupid before anyone else. That's why she joined the Returners. Small R Returners, not capital R, for some reason. Any other questions? Why do you want peace now? I feel we need each other's help at this time. With your permission, I'd like to talk about the Espers. So this sounds more like a truce than a peace. One more question. Why'd you have me talk to your men? Some of my men refused to embrace peace. I felt they'd understand if they actually met you face to face. Well, alright. Talk about the Espers. My empire's been decimated by the Espers that emerged from the sealed gate. They're acting spiteful. Unless they're stopped, they'll rip the world asunder. This is a problem of your own making, my dude. You unleashed their power. After the Espers went on their rampage, I knew I couldn't go on with my war. I asked myself why I'd started it in the first place. By the way, about those questions you asked me, which did you ask first? Why you want peace now? Right. Anyway, more than anything, I want peace. That's my true dream. I want you to understand that. Seem a bit tired. Care for a break? Shh. Let's keep talking. Anything you wish to hear me say? Hey, Cloudzack. That you're sorry. I understand. Truly sorry for what I've done. Now I must ask for a favor. After they devastated my empire, the Espers headed northward toward Crescent Island. They must be found. We must tell them we're no longer an enemy. After all I put them through, it's up to me to set things right. That's why. He needs to borrow Terra's power. I thought he was going to borrow our airship. Only Terra can bridge the gap between Esper and human. We must make for Crescent Island aboard the freighter from Albrook. Will you accompany me? Sure. Of my finest warrior accompany us, General Leo. I'm General Leo. Nice to meet you. Sure. Didn't I see you at Doma? I'm sure I did. So that was General Leo. Yeah, he was there at the poisoning. You, your scion, liege to the King of Doma. Please forgive me for not being there to stop Kefka. That wasn't your fault. No, it totally was. It totally was his fault. I'll be waiting for you in Albrook. Okay. You must find the Espers and come to terms with them. You are our last hope. Okay. Terra goes, I'll go. Block, thank you. Good thing they're already in our party. The rest of you wait here, I smell a rat. It's just Gao. Agreed, it's hard to trust the Emperor just like that. We'll stay here and investigate. Please do leave no stone unturned. Right, you be careful. Okay. Alright, well this works out. They didn't touch any of their food pixels. Message from the Emperor: because you were able to talk to so many soldiers, you are to be rewarded as follows. Imperial troops have withdrawn from South Figaro. In addition, our troops have pulled out of Doma. Well, that's the reward. I thought this was supposed to be peace. Albrook's port to the south of the Empire. Magitech armor, hauling ship, plies the waters between. They are in Crescent Island. We'll penetrate the Imperial base. You deal with the Espers. Okay. It sounds like another multi-party setup thing. Okay, so I think I've been to Albrook before. Ishtel meant such a thing. Team up with the Empire to track down an Esper. Are we gonna trust the Empire? No. Makes sense, just can't forget about Espers, sure. The war's over, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay. I don't think there's a Chocobo stable here. But let me double check. Usually they're right by the entrance. No. Okay. Unless it's the... Oh, they usually have a big door. Big opening on the front. Weed feeder. Uh-oh. Well, okay. This should be an easy fight. I'm not sure if Berserk clears itself between fights, though. Nope. These things have AoE magic attacks. I want no part of that. Ralph. Alright, we found our boy Ralph. Everybody's favorite Final Fantasy enemy. the inn? It's cafe. I should save outside of town, now that I think about it. There might be a bunch of battles on the ship. And probably no save points. Okay. Alright, so there should be a ship here. Okay. Here you are, another of the Empire's generals, and a person I hired in town will be traveling with us. Is it Kefka? Oh! Celis and Shadow. Something wrong? No? Departure is until tomorrow. I've arranged some lodge. Oh man, I'm getting a free heal. Shit. Please reimburse me. I'm working for the Empire, but don't worry, I'm not gonna groat you. Who's a good boy? Alright. So I guess she ran off to... the inn, maybe? Okay, so they haven't officially joined the party yet. Of course it's free now. Celis. Come on. Why won't you speak to me? Even if it was only a little, I doubted you. But I'm still your friend. Celis. Alright. Maybe this is weird clone Celis and not actual Celis. Right, let's go. Okay. I thought we were going to Crescent Island, which I'm assuming is the thing in the far northwest of the map. All systems A-OK. Should arrive tomorrow morning. Why not rest? Again. Alright. You alright? Looks like you're feeling better. Funny, isn't it? I was used by the Empire, even had my thoughts ripped from me. But here I am cooperating with the enemy. People are people. Not all of us are like Kefka. What's with you? I knew you were being used as a kind of biological weapon. And because I didn't do anything about it, I'm no different than Kefka. I'm the product of a human and an Esper. Will I ever be able to love someone? Probably not. Probably not. Of course. But I haven't felt that way yet. You're just young. I don't understand what you mean. I understand only too well. But I want to know what love is now. Who is it? The Shadow? It's Shadow. Our boy Shadow is here to help. Thought I'd sleep out under the stars. Did you hear what we were just talking about? I didn't mean to overhear anything. Can't help you. You must look within for answers. Terra. In this world are many like me who've killed their emotions. Don't forget that. Is he saying just do that and you'll be fine, Terra? And get yourself a dog like Shadow. And then that's all you need. Who needs love when you have a doggo? Arg. Ooh. I think I'm gonna... Not a word of this to anyone else. Oh, Shrouded One. My Ultros sense is tingling. I have a feeling we're probably going to be fighting Ultros on this boat ride, if I had to guess. It's been a while. I think I'm gonna... Because this is the music that usually plays when we run into Ultros. Our little purple octopus friend. Almost to Crescent Island. Rumor has it the power of magic still exists on Crescent Island. Sure. We disembark, we'll split into two groups. Solus and I will form one group. Terra, Block, and Shadow. Sought the Espers, report at once. Okay. Let's go. Shadow. Shadow and Doggo. Hey, Lock. Oh my. Come on. Dang. This is Crescent Island. There's nothing crescent about this island. This is like a triangle. Alright. So he's got the gauntlet. Shadow's mostly gonna be throwing things. Oh! Fade's back attack. Maybe I do want the Genji glove on him. Let's do that. Okay. Cure. What's the fastest I can get cure on him? It's times 4. 3. It looks like unicorn for cure 2. It's gonna be the quickest cure. All right, sure. I think she's pretty close to, yeah. She's gonna get a whole bunch of spells real soon here. So when she does, I think I'll switch unicorn onto her, and that one onto Shadow. Maybe, because I do want somebody with cure 2 ASAP. And I don't know how long Shadow is going to be sticking around. Okay. And actually, it looks like Vigor, all it did was make his HP go up. I thought Vigor was attack power, but I guess not. And it's Hero Ring is what I want. Huh. Weird. Whatever. So this is that the weird town where nobody wanted to talk to us. Oh wow, strangers. Okay, so they actually want to talk now? Okay. And this is that's for casters, it looks like. Huh. Lineage and back row. Okay. Darts. Sure. Okay. This is all very expensive. Absorbs earth. $24. I think a Gaia gear and a power sash, and that's kind of all I can really afford. I could sell some stuff too, but I don't think I have that much to sell. Shadow edge, rune edge. Okay. I might be accidentally selling some of my other party members' stuff. So, and I probably am, but it'll be fine, probably. Okay, we're good on items. Listen, I have to tell you. Nah, never mind. What? Okay. What in blazes are you talking about there? Animals, talk to the old guy that lives on the edge of town. For some reason, innkeeper doesn't like strangers. Here's strangers. No. So old guy near edge of town. I'm assuming that isn't the item shop guy. Probably this. Welcome, welcome. Magic? What's this magic? Okay. Maybe it's this edge of town? This guy has a unique sprite. What you want with me? Aha, an elderly gentleman, pure of heart and learned in the ways of monsters. Strago. Okay. He's got a cool cape. Espers. Not really familiar with that word. Maybe heard it before. Nope. Can't say I have. Honestly, can't say I have. That's odd. Surely he's telling the truth. Grandpa. Hey. What in blazes? What are you doing? In her pictures, she captures everything. Forest, water, light, the very essence of life. Realm. She also breaks the shit out of the game if you use her powers in the wrong way. Grandpa, who are these people? Friends? Can they use magic too? Yeah, hush. What a cute doggy. Get away, he bites. Go to your room. I will not. What a fussy old man. Please leave us. Well, alright. Of course, she brings the doggo. Seems to like your dog. What a sweet puppy. Sure. This is terrible. Sorry. No problem. The dog usually doesn't like people, though. Please excuse her. She's just young. This is just a backwater village. We can tell you nothing about your espers. I see. There's something wrong here. Let's have a look around. Thanks for your time. Sorry, I couldn't have been more helpful. Interceptor, come! Alright. Okay, so those are going to be two eventual party members, I guess. What a beautiful day. Interceptor, please come back again and play. Alright, do you have a clock in your house that I can interact with, or... Nope. Not the right kind of clock. Okay, and they have a... This is their bathroom, I guess. Bathroom / stairs up. Have you met Little Realm? She loves to paint pictures. Wonder if she'd do my portrait. Talk to old man Strago, do so, and the innkeeper may be more reasonable. 1 GP per night? Alright, that's reasonable, sure, why not? We don't need to, but we'll do. This is awful, Realm. Realm's in danger, yes. She's at a neighbor's house and a fire broke out. I won't be able to stand it if something happens to her. Please, won't you help? Shadow. You don't give a fuck. Interceptor. Where are you? Yeah, he's not even in our party. Great. Realm's inside that house. Realm. What are you doing? Flames be gone. Magic is forbidden. Magic. I don't care. Realm's inside. Flames be gone. Mayor. All right. We really have no choice. Stand back. Flames be gone. Flames be gone. Flames be gone. Nice job, villagers. It's no use, the fire's too strong. I think that's because they keep so many fire rods in here. I'm going in. Wait, I'm going in too. Count me in. You better stay out of here, Gramps. Ooh, I may be old, but I'm not powerless. Alright, welcome to the party. Quickly! Oh, alright. Okay, Strago, huh? Lore. What? Aqua Rake. Revenge. Stone. Damages and muddles. Okay. What does the old Manuel, our friend Manuel, say about Strago? Old man Strago, both the passive and powerful blue mage. He has the ability to learn the spells of some enemy attackers, but he must feel the effect of those spells before he can use them. He's also got this weird scooter thing, it looks like, in the art. Lore, special skill brings party is lore. When enemies aim their spells at Strago and he is hit, he bounces back with knowledge of the spells after the battle has been won. Alright, so that's a pretty standard Final Fantasy blue magic thing. List to learn spells, use spells that he's been hit with before. Okay. And then there's just reflect question mark. Okay. Yeah, there's just a bunch of spells he could learn at any point. Great. Usually I don't use blue magic that much in Final Fantasy games because it's kind of a pain to use. Like, I used it the most in Final Fantasy VII because it was easy enough to do and it was really OP in Final Fantasy VII. But I get the feeling I probably won't be using it much with good old Strago here. He can, however, equip these. It looks like I want Bismarck. Let's do Bismarck. Okay. Because he does have a decent amount of MP. Okay. That gives him a little bit more magic power. Nah. Okay. Oh, Relic too. Almost forgot. So if he's gonna be casting, we want earrings and Hyperist, sure. That's a combo that makes sense. Try to avoid the flames. Easier said than done. Hurry, we have to find Rome. Okay. Oh, geez. Oh, no. She does not have... Oh, okay. Well, that works. Okay, so I was gonna move one of the Espers. So she has this equipped right now. And it was Unicorn, but that's on Shadow, and Shadow's Shadow's back at the fucking inn. She doesn't have Cure 2 yet. And that's on Unicorn. So, sure, Carbuncle. What? Alright. Learn Fire, which is not going to be super helpful in this area. I could probably just farm these things for a bunch of XP and magic points. Because I think that costs like 20 MP to cast. But I have plenty of tinctures. Yeah, because that's giving a bunch of points. So yeah, we already completed Bismarck on him. I guess we can get Rasp too. Let's do that. Turns out these things are really easy to kill anyways, so... I guess I didn't need to use that, the AoE. Okay. So you got Rasp. That's a Zone Seek. I guess I could wait until he gets Osmos and Shell. Ice Rod, okay. Okay. And that will probably do extra damage to the fire. Can I run? Can I just run? Oh, well that works too. Is this the source of our blaze? Flame Eater. Oh man. Forgot what these other attacks do. Revenge deals out an equalizing blast. Stone, damaging and confusing stone attack, but I probably just want Aqua Rake. Okay. Level 26, 7,000 HP. Weak against ice. Okay. Have ice too? No. So it should be dead in maybe 2 turns now, based off of how much damage I'm doing to it here. Reflects, that's less good. I don't have a D-barrier attack. Shit. Okay. Fire 3, oh god. No way. He just tactical nuked. Holy shit. Okay. So that did not get reflected. Okay, so it's casting fire on itself. So that's that is a mechanic. Okay. A mechanic in Final Fantasy, if you have reflect on yourself and your enemy has reflect on themselves, if you cast an offensive spell on yourself and then it reflects off of you onto their reflects and then back and forth or something, and it eventually runs out and hits the enemy. 4 magic points. Okay. All right, another boss down. Realm, where are you? Oh. This good boy is saving her. Realm. What? Too late. Game over? Do I have to 1v5 here? Oh, okay. Let's get out of here. I'll use a smoke bomb. That'll help. I do have warp stones, so you could just use those. Are you okay? Yes, thanks, Grandpa. Savior, thanks for these people. Thank you. I guess our town's little secret is out now. Can everyone here use magic? What's going on here? This is the village of the Mage Warriors. Long ago, humans used magicite to gain magical powers. They came to be known as Mage Warriors. But I thought they perished centuries ago. After the War of the Magi, the Espers fled to their new world behind the sealed gate. They wished to live peacefully without fear being used by humans. They left us here to fend for ourselves. But we were despised by normal people. Everyone felt we had begun that war. They sent people to hunt us down like animals. There weren't even any trials. Even though the only difference was that you could use magic. A few mage warriors escaped and found their way here. They were our ancestors. Our powers have weakened over time, but some of it remains. Look, if you're up to it, we could use your help. So you're after Espers, huh? Well, I owe you for saving Realm. I'll help you find your Espers. Me too. I don't think so. What a fuddy-duddy. But where do we start looking? If they're here, they must be hiding in the mountains to the west. Okay. Why there? Those mountains have powerful magical properties. They say the Espers were created there. Maybe they're drawn to that place. I think it's worth a look. What a fuddy-duddy. Alright. Just sit in the corner, Realm. So Shadow is still not in our party. Don't misunderstand me, I just wanted my dog back. Going somewhere? I'll search for the Espers in my own way. I spent like 5 minutes equipping this motherfucker, and now he's just gonna leave again? Please. F of 6, stop doing this. Holy hell. Because he still has... He's... Okay, he gave back Unicorn at least. Okay, so we got Unicorn back. Alright. So we almost have Reflect. I really want Haste. So I guess I'll keep that on her. So we got full healed. I think I need to buy some items before we leave. I used a tincture, I think. Sure. Okay. Realm isn't Strago's real grandchild. I heard she's his friend's daughter. Okay. Alright, so we're going to the mountains to the west. Based off of what Strago said. And there's pretty much nothing but mountains to the west. What? What? Oh. Was that almost a party wipe? I'm assuming I couldn't go north there. Okay, this looks like it. Heal rod. That is a lot of battle power. Holy. What the? 210? How? Okay. I have a feeling that's going to heal whatever he physically attacks. Yes, okay. So I've essentially turned him from... Oh god. So I pretty much can't physical attack with him now. Okay. I really don't like fighting these things that blow away... Literally blow away a member of my party. So this is pretty much a copy pasta Mount Colts from earlier in the game. Oh great. Oh great. Okay, no. This is real bad if he got berserked. Because he's just gonna be healing enemies over and over again. Okay. I should probably unequip the heal ring. I know, right? Let's see. Let's go back to Mithril Rod. Yeah, that's how it works in RPGs. This just went in a big circle. Oh, that's Realm following me. Okay, nope. I'm already very done with the enemies in this area. This guy can just one-shot a member of my party, and then the things outside can berserk your party. Oh, speaking of RPGs, apparently Netflix is doing a Dragon Age animated show. As I saw there's a trailer for that popped up. And it looks okay. No. Not fighting these. This looks ominous. I can't believe it. The statues. The statues? Some faint letters are carved on the back of the stone figures. Say, old man, what else can you tell us about these goddesses? They quite literally created magic as we know it. So they're the goddesses of magic then. You could say that. I can feel their power. The statues are the source of all magic. So the Espers made these images and put them in a very special place. These represent power beyond all comprehension. Our Espers, no doubt, came to this island to bask in all this magical power. Say, old-timer, what happened to the stone goddesses? Legend has it that they're hidden somewhere beyond the reach of humans. I'd say they're beyond the sealed gate. I wonder if the barrier that protects that place is generated by those stone goddesses. Phew, what a story. If the Espers were attracted here by those statues, they must be around here somewhere. Perhaps through that door that the camera pans to. I think it's worth a look. Espers created these statues as a symbol of their vow to let the goddesses sleep in peace. The Espers have sworn to keep the goddesses' power from being abused. Well. Oh, it's our boy. There he is. Yeah. These shiny statues are all mine. These will get Siegfried's attention. What? Oh, they're glowing. They're beautiful. Hey, Squidball, don't you ever learn? Well, they always said I was a slow learner, but I eat fast. Alright. Ultros doesn't even get boss music. I have more lives than I do arms. Alright, how about some lore? Let's give you the old stony stone. Okay. I should probably scan. Grasp, sure. Whatever that does. Okay. Be confused. Oh no. Alright, what we got here? Can't probe oh no. Ultra's form has changed, but where his tri-elemental attack. Shit. Alright, Terra. Oh great. Oh great. Oh great. So I attacked her to get her out of the confused state, and then he fucking did that. God. Okay. Maybe this is salvageable. Okay. He's got cool sunglasses, but whatever. Okay. So it looks like he's counterattacking spells put on him. So I think I need to do physical attacks. Which is going to be an issue now because she now can't see. Oh man. Okay. Well, he's just dead. Or not. Okay. Let's try to keep everybody alive. He's eventually going to do the tentacle slap again at some point here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as long as I don't use magic attacks, then we're okay. Hope I'm not making a nuisance of myself. So sorry. Uh-oh. Okay. Does he have? He does. Okay. I feel like I got this more under control now. Okay. Grandpa, I'm here. Realm, I told you to stay at home. I couldn't miss a chance to practice my drawing. Say, sweetie, who are you? This looks a little weird with the positioning, but okay. How dare you? I'm Ultros. Realm and Ultros, what are you doing? Listen, Ulti, why don't you pose for me? I'm not one of your kitty friends. Don't talk to me as if I were. I don't want a portrait. Forget it. I don't want to draw it anymore. It's okay. I'll just jump down from here. What is going on? No, you can't do that. Whisper, whisper. How dare you bother that little girl? I'm not gonna forgive you if you hurt her. Well, what do you want I should do? Ask her to draw your portrait. She may actually make you look pleasant. Don't be so heartless. Oh, all right. Uncle Ulti really wants you to do his portrait. Hee hee hee. You're gonna love it. At any rate, come here. Sketch. Uh-oh, she gonna get one shot? Oh no, she's confused. uh. Okay, we'll hit her with Strago, and it probably won't kill her. I don't know what's going on. Oh god, and now a tentacle. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Realm. Oh my god. What is... This has not gone to plan. No, all right, hold on. I gotta see what Sketch does, or what it's supposed to do. What does the manual say Sketch is supposed to do? All right, Realm. The granddaughter of Strago, Realm is a great artist and a friend to Shadow's dog. That is all true. She can sketch enemies and attack with their powers through her drawings. Realm's special skill centers on her artistic abilities. When she sketches an enemy, she learns that enemy's methods of attack. She can also control enemies while wearing the fake mustache. Okay. Realm is a living reminder of the power of art. Sure. And there's nothing else there about Realm. Okay, so I don't know why she got confused then when I used Sketch. Okay. How can this be? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. Okay, so once you successfully do a sketch, then that ends the battle. Okay. I guess I just got really unlucky. Hey, did you see me? I was awesome. Wouldn't I be more helpful than Gramps? Yeah, probably. Gramps. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have you along. Alright, already. If you insist, that's better. Okay, oh cool, there's still... Chocobo Brush, Mythful Shield... how about... Sure, let's keep the brush on. Ice Rod... Memento Ring. What is that? Departed mom's love protects against fatal magic attacks. Okay. I don't think we want a dual weapon with her. Sure, let's hear a ring. Hopefully there's a save point somewhere. Oh, she doesn't have any magic at all. What's the one that... Yeah, this one. Let's just give her that. And then... Terra... has Carbuncle. Okay, that's fine. Alright, how's he doing on learning this? Oh, I don't care about Drain. So let's change him to... Cure 2? Cure 2. And Strago, Zone Seek. Shell is nice because that's a barrier against magic, so we'll keep him learning that. It'd be nice if he had a heal spell, but Can't have everything. Okay. All right, tent time. Oh, good. This looks awful. Okay. Nope. Not fighting these. Holy shit, she is taking so much damage. Does she have armor on? She does. Oh, okay. Okay, these are the things that make you berserk. Oh, great. Of course. She can actually hit pretty hard. Okay. All right, we found the espers, I guess. Are these espers? What about you? Didn't think they looked so... Gramps, take Realm and clear out of here. Back to a two-person party, I guess. What is it? I sense some immense magical power in Terra. It frightens me. I wonder if she's gonna go ballistic again. You're somehow different. A sense of familiar power radiating from you. Yes. You're the espers that fled through the sealed gate? As a rule, we are not allowed to visit to your world. We few had gathered near the gate, and were wondering how we could save the espers that had been kidnapped. It was just a coincidence that Terra appeared when she did. I felt your presence through the gate. We bolted the moment Terra opened the gate, but once in your world, we lost control of our powers. We completely leveled the city and took some innocent lives. That's what happened to me. I lost all control of my power. There must be something in your world that allows you to focus your power differently. You must use caution while in our world. We're deeply sorry to have caused you humans such suffering and pain. The past is history. The Empire seems to want to talk peace with you. Why not come with us? They would forgive us so easily? Sure. Let's go to Thamasa and talk with General Leo. Right. Okay. General Leo. You're back, and you made the Espers understand our desire for peace. I'm General Leo. May I have your name, please? I'm called Yura. You've done something inexcusable to your people. This probably isn't the time or place to ask for your forgiveness, but... Speak no further. It is we who owe you an apology. We hungered for your power. How close we came to reenacting the War of the Magi! We must put this all behind us. I believe our job is finally over. I, for one, could use some peace and quiet. Let's return to Vector. Celis. It's the first thing she said in a long time. Please, not another word. I'm too hot, Grandpa. Kids. Okay. Kefka escaped prison, apparently. Shocked. I am shocked that happened. Hee hee! How about a little Magitech mayhem? Kefka, what are you doing? Gahahaha! Emperor's orders! I'm to bring the Magicite remains of these Espers to His Excellency. Behold, a Magicite motherlode! Oh man. He brought Pokeballs with him. Idiots! I don't care for the appearance of this pitiful little hamlet, so burn it. Kefka, no! Shut up. Alright. We have control. Okay, we have control of General Leo. I know, what a turn of events. Completely unexpected. Oh man, he's got a portrait and everything. Fight, shock, and item, huh? Level 24. He's got really high attack power. No relics. Okay. Kefka! Your behavior is dishonorable. I can't allow this. Alright, let's give him a shock. Oh man, look at that. So that's like 1600 damage. What does fight do? Oh. Well, okay, that does more. Okay, Kefka dead. Problem solved. Ah, Leo, always the consummate soldier. Where are you, Kefka? Show yourself. E M P E R O R space G E S T A H L dot 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 dot. I need you here. Oh, he summoned the dog. Leo, my liege. I'm sorry I deceived even you, Leo. My purpose has been to gather magicite and grow powerful. Please understand me. Okay. But Emperor, don't say anything. I understand how you feel. Weehee. That's right. What we have to do now is collect magicite. But my liege, what have I been fighting for? Leo, I'd like you to take a nice long snooze. Very long. Wow. So, you think you hit me? That was simply my shadow. And how did you like my gestalt? I should have been on the stage. Well, General? You're such a goody two-shoes. Shut up, Kefka. Ayada. Oh, a threat. You're such a violent little brute. I'll tell your liege I had to exterminate a traitor. Oh God. Hate. Kefka would fit right in at the haters ball. Whoa, yes, I feel some incredible magic power here today. Wave after wave of pure magical energy. Okay, so that's the seal gate, which looks like it is unsealing. Wait, we're here to help. Hurry! Get going! I guess they're going to Thamasa? Okay, yeah, that's the Masa. I'd say you're all charged up, boys and girls, or whatever. Say, remind me to show you my magicite collection someday. You might see a few familiar faces. Now for a little magicite hocus pocus. First, let's neutralize your abilities. Now, little espers, let's see what you got. Man, there's just no match for these magicite Pokeballs. Eh, you want to take me on? Fine, here I am. Imagine thinking you could defeat me. This is rich. Mwahaha. Now, my little magicite pretties, come and help me build the magical empire of Kefka. Oh man. Gahaha. Ooh, they're warm to the touch. What treasures? This is ridiculous. I had no idea you were such wimps. Time to put a stop to all this. Phew. I think I have plenty of magicite for the time being. That is, until I make my way through your precious sealed gates. I don't believe this. All right. Okay. Sword in the stone. Generally, okay. Leo's just dead now. All right. People only seem to want power. Do they really want to be like me? I wanted to learn so much more from you. Interceptor, that's a nasty wound. Uh-oh. Not only lost Leo, but Shadow too? Curse the Empire. I bought all this gear for Shadow, and now he's just dead again. This'll have to do. He was so gentle. I'll go with you. Now I'm worried about Edgar and the others. Wish I could say they were safe. Oh no, they're stuck there with Gao and Setzer. Oh, they fixed the airship at least. Where is Gao? We've been had. The Emperor is a liar. Thanks to Edgar, we escaped before anything bad happened. Way to go, Edgar. I got to know the gal who brought us tea. After a while, she just blurted out the whole crooked plan. So, you finally hit pay dirt, eh? Watch your mouth. There's ladies present. I was a perfect gentleman. General Leo's gone. Kefka did him in. Sir Leo, gone. What a waste. He was their finest soldier. We need to rethink our plans. Let's return to the airship. May I accompany you? Who are you? He's one of this town's citizens. He's descended from the mage warriors of yore. I think he can be a big help. We must expect the Empire to flex its newfound muscle soon. Me too. I don't think so. Yeah, right, kid. What? Who is this puffed up aerobics instructor anyways? Kid's got quite a lip. I'm gonna paint your portrait. Stop. Alright, already. If you insist, that's better. Let's go. So the game script has had alright already twice. And that's usually not what I would say. I would say alrighty and not already. So, I don't know. I think only Ted Woolsey knows why that was put in there. What's wrong, lover boy? How old are you? 10. Why? I'm coming along too. You've grown up entirely too fast. Lighten up, okay? Okay, I'm gonna save here. I'm not sure where the game wants me to go next, but that'll be a problem for next time. That is a tomorrow or the day after, perhaps, problem. All right, good progress here tonight in Final Fantasy VI. We are making our way through it, just about 12 hours into it.